Welcome back to another video, fellas, and today I watched Last of Us Episode 6 and I noticed 6 amazing details that you may have missed while watching this episode. I tried my best to leave aside all the obvious ones and hopefully give you some new insight. Needless to say, there will be heavy spoilers, so if you haven't yet watched Episode 6, then I suggest you come back to this video after you do so. Unless if you don't mind spoilers, then stay. Number 1. David's group foreshadowing. In the opening sequence, we get one of the earlier references to the wider world of the Last of Us game, when Joel and Ellie find the old couple living in the wilderness of Wyoming. While the couple warns Ellie and Joel about the people west of the river, those people turn out to be Joel's brother, Tommy, and the community of Jackson. However, the warning by the old couple still subliminally alerts the audience to expect danger on the horizon, because this warning foreshadows David's group, something that is subtly introduced when a group attacks Joel and Ellie at the end of episode at the university. Number 2. Joel's boots and the meaning behind it. Before Joel and Ellie are taken to Jackson, they spend the night in the wilderness of Wyoming at a campfire. While Ellie is gazing at the night sky, Joel can be seen using tape to fix his boots. Now this may seem like a simple detail, but it goes to show that Joel's boots are literally falling apart as he and Ellie have been walking from Kansas for 3 months. Something we find out in the opening sequence. And this is also a nod to the game, because duct tape is an item you can find in the game. In which also, if you look at Joel's boots, one of them is wrapped in duct tape. However, this is not the only meaning about the boots. Later on during the episode, when Joel and Ellie arrive at Jackson, we see Joel yet again taping his boot. And just then, Tommy walks in the room to give Joel a new pair of boots. Now this detail indicates Joel's internal struggles, and that he has difficulty asking for help. Number 3. The giraffe. Another beautiful detail from The Last of Us Episode 6 shows Ellie in her new bedroom. In the room where Ellie is staying, there is a small stuffed giraffe, a toy that has been present through several episodes and that quietly points towards the heartwarming moment before the game's climax, where Ellie and Joel meet giraffes feeding on tree leaves in the open. And it's basically a beautiful reminder of the wonders that still exist in The Last of Us bleak world. Number 4. Season 2 foreshadowing. When in the Jackson community, Ellie is introduced to a 2-month-old horse named Shimmer, which is the same horse she rides in the second game. We're also introduced to a character which is credited as Staring Girl, who was looking at Ellie. Most likely, this is Dina, Ellie's love interest in the second game. Moving on to number 5, the music. Music has yet another significance in the episode because after Joel collapses from his injuries in the end, we can hear the song Never Let Me Down Again. The same song we heard at the end of The Last of Us Episode 1 plays again, but this time with a female cover. The first time it signaled bad news from Frank's and Bill's place, and Joel was officially put in charge of leading this team to safety. But now the female cover indicates that now it's Ellie's time to take the reins in her hand and nurse Joel back to health, which is a subtle and amazing detail. And last one, number 6, the contractors. Now this is my favorite detail of all. Early on in the episode, Joel and Ellie encounter a dam. And Ellie is curious about how the dam produced electricity, to what Joel replies, "Don't ask me, I don't have a clue." And Ellie responds, "You could have made something up, I would have believed you." And then, this perfectly ties up close to the end of the episode when Joel and Ellie ride together and she asks him what job he used to do. Joel says that he was a contractor, to which Ellie responds that contractors sound pretty cool. And Joel faintly smiles and says, "Yes, we were cool, everybody loved contractors." And this is a clear reference to the earlier scene, as Joel obviously made this up. Not that I have anything against contractors, just saying. And that's it, fellas, these are the most interesting details that I noticed that you may have missed while watching this episode. Obviously, there are tons of Easter eggs and references to the games, but I thought they were just not that very hard to notice, especially if you have played the games. I hope I gave you fellas some new insight on episode 6 and the Last of Us series overall, and so if I did, make sure to smash like and subscribe. Until the next one, have an amazing time and I'll see you all later.
So, is this everything you were hoping for?